Hello students, welcome to today's video where we are going to study the short story Patol Babu, Filmstar by Satyajit Ray. It revolves around a commonplace, middle-aged man whose dream for a film career comes true in an interesting way. Before we start with the story, let's learn a bit about the author first. Satyajit Ray was one of the stalwarts of the Indian film industry. He revolutionized the way Indian art films were perceived in the world. He was also an acclaimed writer, especially of children's short stories, and wrote numerous fictional and non-fictional works. One of his most famous fictional characters is Feluda. Satyajit Ray was the first Indian to receive the Honorary Academy Award in 1992. Let us now start with the story. Imagine a 1960s Calcutta in all her splendor. It is against such a backdrop that we are introduced to Patol Babu, an ordinary-looking, middle-aged Bengali man. He was very passionate about acting and storytelling, with his experience of performing in theatre productions fresh in his mind. He had been trained by one of the best actors in the theatre world, Mr. Pakrasi, and it was a fact that was a cause of pride for Patol Babu. Nishikant Babu, Patol Babu's acquaintance, had a brother-in-law who worked in the film world. He was a part of a team which was shooting a film in the city. The film required a character very much similar to that of Patol Babu's features, and Nishikant Babu informed him accordingly. Patol Babu considered this opportunity as a stepping stone for a great many things in his acting career. His wife, however, was not quite interested, as she thought that it was extremely unlikely for an ordinary man like her husband to achieve these dreams of becoming an acting stalwart. An overview of Patol Babu's life will make his wife's doubts clearer. The author stops the flow of the story to furnish us with biographical details of Patol Babu's life. Patol Babu once lived in Kachrapara, where he acted in many amateur plays and theatricals organized by local clubs. He held a position in a railway factory at Kachrapara. In 1934, he joined Hudson and Kimberley in Calcutta as a clerk because he was offered a high pay. In 1943, he lost his job due to sudden cut down in his office. Since then, he had struggled to earn his living through a number of different occupations. For instance, he had opened a variety store, joined a Bengali firm, and worked as an insurance salesman. Patol Babu was full of optimism and excitement. On the day of the shoot, he travelled to Faraday House at the centre of the city wearing a woolen jacket required for the role. However, to his utter disappointment, he found out that his appearance in the film was very brief and his dialogue consisted of a single word. He revealed his frustrations to the said guy, Shashanko, who was shocked at his outrage. He explained to Patol Babu that he was extremely lucky to have a speaking part in the much renowned Baron Malik film. Patol Babu suddenly remembered the words of his mentor, Mr. Gagan Pakrasi, who was not only one of the greatest actors of his time, but also a humble and gentleman. He had once told him that he should never reject a role solely because it was small or it had insignificant dialogue. In his words, one of the hallmarks of a great actor is to make the best out of any role, big or small. The very art of acting revolves round using that one moment, or that one word, to make an indelible mark in the entire film. That is what separated a great actor from the mediocre. Mr. Pakrasi had also stressed the importance of team play when it came to acting in a play. Motivated by these words, Patol Babu started thinking of all the possible ways to perform the role most convincingly. Now, think of how the director Baron Malik treats Patol Babu's role. He concentrates mostly on the character's look. His innate understanding of characters makes him give Patol Babu a butterfly moustache. He is not, however, concerned with how Patol Babu plays his part. He discourages him from rehearsing the role before the play. Patol Babu's attitude towards the role is very different. He pays attention to detail by using a newspaper as a prop and counts the number of steps he would need to collide with the hero of the play. When he collides with the hero, he utters a single word of dialogue, "Oh."
Oh.
He says it by mixing 50 parts of anguish with 25 parts of surprise and 25 parts of irritation. From this, we understand that Patol Babu is a method actor and very passionate towards acting as a craft. The writer describes Patol Babu with pathos and humor. Patol Babu observes Chanchal Kumar, the hero of the film. Nice makeup the fellow had on. If he had been wearing a Bengali dhoti and Punjabi instead of a suit and given a peacock to ride on, he would make a perfect god Kartik. As his moment on stage arrived, Patol Babu performed the role perfectly, drawing applauses from the lead actor and the director. Soon, the rest of the shooting commenced and people forgot about Patol Babu and his role. However, this did not dishearten him, as he was satisfied with his ability to perform the role to the best of his ability. He left without taking his payment, reasoning that the fulfillment that he felt in his heart could not be measured in terms of money. The main lead, Chanchal Kumar, and the director Baron Malik's lives are completely in contrast to Patol Babu's unglamorous life. Patol Babu's plight tells us how elderly actors are considered unimportant even to this day. The meaty roles go to the younger actors to draw crowds. Through the story, the author conveys how the everyday man is unique in his own right and that he too is capable of extraordinary moments. He shows how simple human emotions of satisfaction and fulfillment are priceless. That is all for today. Over the next 2 videos, we will quickly recap the story and try to answer a few questions from it. Goodbye.